Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about how I hid my pregnancy for 7 months. So when you're pregnant, you really go by weeks. So to be exact, I was 26 weeks. Let me see. Weeks. 26 weeks is 6 months. Okay, 6 months. So I hid my pregnancy from everybody for 6 whole months. The only people that knew were my close friends, and obviously my boyfriend. No family members, no social media, nothing. Nobody knew. And I was in 12th grade, going to school every day. Nobody knew. Now, this is when COVID happened. So I feel like I got pregnant at the right time because school ended in March. And I started getting big in like May. So I was already out of school. And then I'm still in college. So college was all online. So I had a newborn baby in college, but I didn't have to go up there. I was just in my bed doing college. So basically I found out I was pregnant. Let me find the picture. I'm gonna put all the pictures up because I have everything on my phone. I found out I was pregnant in December. December 27th is the exact date. Right after Christmas. I'm 100% sure. I know I took one of the tests. I took 2 tests. I took one at nighttime, and then I was like in denial, so I took the next one right in the morning. Where is the picture? So yeah. Okay. Oh no, December 29th. I'll put it up. So that means I took the first one December 28th at nighttime. So basically, me and my boyfriend had went out. I think we went to the movies or whatever, and like we was in the car and we was talking, and I'm just like, I didn't get my period, and my period is always on time. I don't have irregular periods. It was only one time where my period was like 4 days late, and then it eventually came. This time I was only like 2 or 3 days late, not even like late for real. And he like, oh yeah, it's gonna come, whatever. So that night, I think I had told him, I'm like, can you just bring me a test and I'll take it tomorrow. But when he had brought it, I was like, I need to take it right now. Like, I didn't want to wait. So I peed in a cup. I have a video. I don't know, I might put the video up or I might not. I was kind of ugly in it, so we'll see. But I had peed in a cup, and then I had dipped the test in the cup for 5 seconds like it says, took it out, and then waited. I put it in my bed and I was just waiting. I was recording myself, and I was like, I'm pretty scared. So I had looked at the test, and it had said pregnant. I was like, oh my god. So I had texted 2 people. I had texted my boyfriend and Keisha. I texted 3 people. My boyfriend, Keisha, and Tommy. Keisha called me right away. She like, oh my god, you're pregnant, what are you gonna do? I started crying. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Blah, 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 blah. So then I had hung up from Keisha, and I looked at my boyfriend's message, and he like, what did he say? I can't even remember. He was just like, oh, are you gonna have my baby? I'm like, I'm scared. I'm in 12th grade. I'm 17 years old. So then let's go to Tommy's message. I sent Tommy, I didn't send her the test. I texted her. I said, I'm pregnant. She said, imagine. She wasn't taking me serious. I'm like, I sent her the test. She put the emoji. Like, really, that's what you say to your best friend? So then that was done. I had told the main people what happened. And then after that, I wasn't sick or nothing. I wasn't feeling sick. I started getting pregnancy symptoms like 4 weeks into what I found out. So I always do my research. I always like look stuff up. I'm always Googling stuff. So basically, when you go to the doctor, they determine your due date off of your last period. My last period was November something, so I had already calculated my due date and how many weeks I was. So if y'all have the Flow app, hello, Flow app, okay, whatever, for my girls, you know, your period, I track my stuff. So when was I pregnant? Where? Okay, so November, my last period was November 29th. So basically, when I found out I was pregnant, on December 29th because I didn't have no other period. and I just figured out I was like 4 weeks or something like that. And I calculated that my due date was September 4th. Mind y'all, I didn't go to the doctor. How am I gonna go to the doctor? I didn't tell my parents. Nothing. So who's gonna take me to the doctor? So I just said that my due date is September 4th because that's what Google said. The last period. So I already downloaded the apps. I downloaded Ovia, and basically it just shows you how big your baby is or whatever. And I was just reading stuff like that. I knew what not to eat, what I could eat, don't change the kitty litter. I knew all that stuff. And honestly, y'all, if you're watching this video, you probably pregnant. Well, no, I'm not gonna say that, but I know when I first got pregnant, I looked up videos like this on YouTube, how long they hid their pregnancy or whatever, or you just be my friend or just a supporter watching. But if you're watching this video and you're pregnant right now trying to hide it, I don't recommend doing that. Just because, like, I didn't go to the doctor my whole pregnancy. Like, I started going the last few months. I didn't know if I was okay, if my baby was okay. Speaking of my baby, hold up. He's on the baby monitor, asleep right now, taking his nap. But I didn't know if he was okay. I didn't go to the doctor, so I didn't know nothing that was going on with my body or my baby. And I was scared to tell my parents because my grandmother is a Christian lady. I live with my grandparents. My grandmother is a Christian lady. No tattoos, no piercings, doesn't drink, doesn't curse, doesn't believe in sex before marriage, got married at 18 and still with who she got married to at 18. So I was just scared. If you're scared of your parents' reaction, they're gonna be mad, obviously, but they're gonna get over it. Trust me. My uncle was so mad, didn't talk to me for my whole pregnancy. Now he loves my son. So like, it's good. Just tell them, like, okay, but I knew, like, my grandmother wouldn't kick me out the house. Like, if that's your type of situation, I can't really say nothing for that because my grandmother's not the type of person to kick nobody out. She would never do that. But I just didn't want to tell her, like, yeah, no, I just didn't want to tell her. So I started getting sick. I threw up almost every day. And y'all probably wondering, how didn't they know? I used to go in the bathroom. I either used to throw up outside because I was in school most of the day. So I would either go outside in the morning, throw up, wait for my bus. My bus stop was right in front of the driveway. Or I would go in the bathroom, turn the shower on, turn the vent on, close the door, and throw up. Nobody would hear me. I remember, though, I was throwing up, and then my grandma was like, okay, let me take you to the doctor. And then she came in my room and she asked me, she was like, is there a possibility that you could be pregnant? I'm like, no, it's not. And I still went to the doctor. Nobody found out. So I'm going to school every day sick. Like, I feel terrible. When I say terrible, I mean I had to go to the bathroom so many times. And it wasn't even that I was throwing up. I just had the nausea feeling. Like, I always felt like I had to throw up, but never really threw up. And then, like, I had to ride the bus home. Every day after I got off the bus, I would go in the backyard and throw up. It was terrible. Now, I was taking prenatals because you can just go to Target or whatever and just get off the counter prenatals. So I was taking those, but it was the gummies and they was making me feel sick. So I wasn't really taking prenatals like that for real. Which I feel like you really don't need to take prenatals. Like, that's not a necessity. You know, they didn't take them back in the day. Why we need to take them right now? As long as you eating healthy, and yeah, I feel like you're fine. So let me show y'all when I started showing. Yeah, so I basically wore big t-shirts and like my robe, and nobody really found out. Like, I was literally in school with a little tummy under my shirt. Nobody even knew. Let me find like the first ever picture I took of my stomach. So I got pregnant. Okay, so this is crazy. Like, I'm gonna put all the pictures up that I show. Okay, so December, this is the video I was talking about. And then the 2 pregnancy tests, December 29th. Oh yeah, I went ice skating the very next day. I was like, I don't even care. If I fall, I fall. Okay, so this is the very first picture I took, January 8th. Nothing there. There was a little tiny belly, nothing there. Like, I was so tiny. Literally so tiny. Nobody even knew. And I was in school just like normal. But what I can't, oh my gosh, this was February 4th. Hold on, let me turn my brightness down. February 4th, I started getting a little stomach. As you see, I was in a green shirt. That was at school. Still, nobody knew. The only person at school that knew was Keisha. And, you know, she didn't tell nobody. Of course, my friends are real. But, this is February 17th. Still so small. That's what I'm saying. So, let's get to March. School closed down. So, I had to be home every day around my grandparents, around my uncle. So I live in a full house, just like the show, full house, aunts, uncle, cousins, anybody. So obviously with Corona, nobody was working, everybody was home. My face started to get so big, like it got like swollen, just swollen, like I can't even explain it. I got bigger, everything got bigger. My people were starting to take notice, but they didn't say nothing. Like I remember we had to make a video for like my cousin's graduation, and one of my cousins was like, she looks like Trisha when she was pregnant, which is my mother. And I was just like, oh no, you know, just quarantine weight. That's all I said, which is put on quarantine weight. So next, still asleep. So eventually I told my grandmother when I was pregnant in May. I'm pregnant from December all the way to May. They don't know. So I told my grandmother first. Everybody, I told her first. She didn't tell nobody. We went to the doctor maybe 2 or 3 times before she told people. And honestly, y'all, it was not that serious. Like, I was so worried and stressed for nothing. I wasn't going to the doctor, checking on my baby for nothing. My grandmother was very supportive. That's what I'm saying. Like, you really don't know how your parents are going to react to it until you tell them. So, I went to the doctor. This doctor, I'm not going to say her name, but she sucks. She really sucks. Like, I don't know what's going on. She's not really talking to me about nothing. She's not really asking me no questions. She's really rude. So, I told my grandmother, I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to come back to her. They don't even have a sonography machine, so I can't even see my baby. So she sends me to a radiology place. The radiology place is in, like, I don't know where it is. So I went there so they could check on the baby. Mind y'all, they do an anatomy scan real late because I don't go. I'm trying to find the picture. I don't go to the doctor. So they're doing everything like in a crunch time. So I find out if he's okay, what the gender is. They take all my blood like in the same day. So I go to this radiology place. The lady, she's like, she's just looking around. She's like, oh, do you want a girl or boy? I'm like, girl, I want a girl. And it's a boy. She's like, oh, sorry, it's a boy. I'm like, are you serious right now? Like, you gotta be joking. She like, yeah, no, it's a boy. I'm like, I was sad. I wasn't really sad, but you know, I wanted a girl. So then after that, me and my grandmother was talking, and she was just like, so how are we gonna tell the rest of the family? And I was just like, I'm not telling nobody. Like, if you want to tell people, you can tell people, but I'm not telling nobody. So the first person she told was my aunt, but my cousin was in a car, so my aunt had her on speaker, so she told them both at the same time basically. And that was that. My aunt said she was gonna tell my uncle, and then my grandmother told my grandfather. Everybody really took it well. That's what I'm saying. Like, my aunt was happy for me, my cousin was happy for me, Mama D, that's my other aunt. Like, we're a really close family, so like everybody takes care of everybody. She was happy. Like, everybody was just happy, except my uncle, obviously. My father was happy. I didn't tell my mother, so I don't live with my mother, and I basically just had forgot to tell her, but I had posted it on Instagram. So I had posted it on Instagram way after telling my family. So basically I posted on Instagram and somebody told my mother, but I didn't tell her, so it was kind of a big deal or whatever. So let's go to, oh Hold on, guys. My son is up. I'm about to bring him down. Me and LJ are back. Whew, man, I have to run up 2 flights of stairs. Say hi, LJ. Okay, no, he doesn't want to right now. He just woke up from his nap. Whew. He was asleep for an hour. I have an app to track his naps. So this is the person we're talking about that was in my stomach. What? Don't eat it. He bad. Okay, so where we leave off at? Oh, telling people. So y'all, I'm still not big. Like, I didn't get big until the very last month. But I'm a small person. I'm only, come here, LJ. I'm only 4'10", so I'm not gonna have a big baby. Just like my doctor said, my baby's not gonna be big. He was only 6.7 pounds, so I didn't get big. I was really small. I don't even have stretch marks on my stomach because my stomach grew so slow. So all in all, don't try to hide your pregnancy. Thankfully, nothing was wrong with him. Like, he was a perfectly healthy baby, and he's walking right now, 10 months walking, you know. He was healthy. But that might not always happen. Like, you need to go get your baby checked out. And if you think that if you think that your parents are gonna, you know, be mad, obviously you're their child, like, and you've been lying to them or whatever. They don't want you to be pregnant at a young age, but they're gonna get over it. Trust me. My family got over it fast, like maybe a week. They was like, okay, you're having a baby, what can we do about it? Nothing. Let's celebrate. There's no reason to. My aunt said because she was gonna tell somebody else in the family, she was just like, he can either be with us or just not be in it at all. He's coming, so it don't matter. And but yeah, that's it really. I was sick, definitely, but yeah. What else? And I can do, if y'all want to hear a story time about my labor, I'll tell y'all about it because it was kind of crazy. Hey, that's my stuff. That is. It was kind of crazy to try to give me an emergency C-section and all. I could tell you about that, but it hurt, and yeah, it hurt really bad. But I would do it all over again, and I'm gonna have more kids. So yeah, that's basically it. LJ, say bye. No, you don't want to? Oh, say bye, LJ. 4, 3, 2. Bruh.